Hey guys, I'm Ivan and today I'll be making a Grinch Krampus Mashup wall sculpture. I roughly plan my sculptures, mostly in Procreate. In this time-lapse you'll see me sketching, mushing and cheating with Symmetry Drawing Assist. Once I am happy with the design, I draw it semi-final complete and then I add some color as a painting guide. Cut a thick piece of wood that I used for another project, added some dowels and screws to it, where I can put some wire and foil onto to avoid my Krampus head from falling off. Mashup of the two names, if you've missed that, Grinch and Krampus. I'm adding foil to bulk out the shape of the head to avoid using too much clay in this sculpt. I'm using air dry clay, so it's necessary to keep the thickness of the clay to a minimum. Funny story, although we'll have to go back to 2023, December, where I started to sculpt this fella. Yes, Grinch is a Christmas thing, which I'm posting post Christmas. Why would I do that? Well, the clay kept cracking during the drying process, which is always manageable, but in this sculpture's case, it was too thick. An air dry clay can lose up to 30% of its volume when cured, which firstly you need to constantly spray with water to ease up the thinner parts drying quicker than the thicker parts. But not only did I fail to keep to the cardinal rule, I went to work, checked it not so often, and also went too thick in places, a lot too thick. So I ended up having a sculpture that cracks too often, and yes, I eventually left it. Didn't want to work on it anymore because the whole time I keep filling up the clay, it kept cracking. Eventually discovered no more nails, which I had for a while, filled up the cracks with that, and well, it worked perfectly. Right now you can see that I'm sculpting horns, testing it out, testing a bunch of different things on it, bulking out with foil and just filling up the thing. Problem was I didn't check how thick I went on some places. Then, well, as you can see in the sculpture, I'm adding foil to fill it up, which I didn't do thoroughly and checked where I went too thick. Then I'm adding supports internally to avoid the clay when it dries to just fall off. It's always good to reinforce sculptures, unless you're doing pottery and baking a sculpture, then you need to hollow the thing out. That's why I hate pottery. It's too many rules. Anyways, I'll jump up and down between a sculpture, as you'll see here, purely because I can't focus on one thing for too long, which is a good thing that you can get the whole feel of it and it feels quicker and closer to completeness, but also you don't focus on a specific detail which can get away from you. Now I'm adding finer details. Hair's a really shitty thing to paint and sculpt. Anyways, so I quickly jump where I didn't record some stuff to try and make his woolly kind of collar, trying to simulate how wool would look, for instance. Not that it's 100%, but once the paint job is done, you won't know better. Then I place the horns with lots of detail. The horns aren't symmetrical and not curving the same way, but I'm not a laser printer or can use Procreate Symmetry Assist when sculpting. Anyways, there you see a massive bright light going on because I suck at lighting, love sculpting. Now we're jumping straight into painting him in a beautiful green that we all know. Then some shots of me layering stuff, paint on it, not stuff, but layering paint on it, and going from one place to another, coloring the horns like sugar canes. First I'm gonna mark it out and everything. Didn't take all the shots or inserted all the shots of the painting, because that's kinda would make this video a long ass video. Anyway, so yeah, you'll see me eyelining putting eyeliner on him. Not that Grinch wears it, but I think in Jim Carrey did wear, in the original Grinch, he did wear eyeliner if you look carefully. Anyways, so yeah, you'll see me painting a few shots, going up and down between the stuff. I did speed up this part, as it is a long process trying with my shaky hands to paint all these things. I went back and forth with color. Yeah, I made freaky eyes, then I changed it. You'll see some shots of adding color at the end. And now for the reveal. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like my kind of content. Cheers for now. Bye.